Welcome to my Brother's Keeper podcast. This is your host, Courtney Foster and Brian Payne.
All right. My name is Courtney Foster.
And I'm your co-host, Brian Payne, and we are
my Brother's Keeper. Our timing is getting better and better, Brian. We like a millisecond off, but we're getting better and better. Everybody keep trying, keep pushing. You'll figure it out one day. We also forgot our...
Am I my brother's keeper?
Am I my brother's keeper?
Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Yeah, we back with another quick episode of My Brother's Keeper. How you feeling over there, Brian?
Hey man, I'm feeling good. Let's get to it, baby.
Hey man, you know when you prepare for certain interviews and just trying to be so prepared and crossing the T's and dotting the I's, it feels good to come in and just, you know what? Let's let our hair down and let's have some unscripted fun. You ready for some unscripted fun, Brian?
Get it.
Let's get it. We're going to get right into it. As promised, when we started this platform, yes, we was going to talk about brotherhood. Yeah, we're going to talk about legacy, financial literacy, all of those great things. But one thing me and my brother had, we had a truce. He was like, hey, we do this. We have to talk sports. So with that being said, as promised, we're gonna get into it tonight, and we're gonna dive in on the deep end. We got some special guests today, huh, Brian?
Oh yeah.
we
gonna open this thing up tonight too, man. But yeah, y'all tune in. We're gonna have some fun tonight.
All right. We definitely got some hitters. I think I hear some background. You got some background going on. I hear something. I don't know if I'm echoing or something. I don't know. It may just be me so excited that I'm hearing myself through the mic. But look, we're gonna get to it again. We got some special guests tonight that's gonna join us via this live, and they're gonna chop it up. And I am honored. Listen, I am honored. I feel blessed. I feel so good that I have an opportunity to have these young gentlemen in this house. They are doing phenomenal things in the podcast space, and they're gonna listen. Club Shay, all y'all, they coming for all y'all spot. I'm telling you, they coming for y'all. What's that club? What's the club Shay and the other club with all the other basketball players? What's the name of it? With the he went to Wake Forest. I can't even remember his name. It'll come to me later, but they're coming for all of those spots. I can feel that the momentum is shifting the atmosphere. And then we have another person who has, man, he don't probably forgot more sports than most people have learned. He's in the house today. He's going to show why he's here. He got a nickname. We're going to find out why he got this nickname. And I'm excited about that. All right, let's get right to it. So real quick, we want to let everybody know that today it is an open panel, right? This is an open panel. What does that mean? What does that mean is like, hey, we're out here. Just imagine yourself in a barbershop, right? We're in a barbershop and we're talking out loud. So if you feel like you agree with it, hey, you can clap it up in the chat, and you can put a thumbs up in the chat. But if you disagree, you feel differently, hey, speak your piece. Hey, we may even send you the link and let you come on here and talk it out. Now, we have a few rules. We won't be on here cussing. We keep it clean. We keep it kid friendly. We like to keep it clean that way. But this is an open panel. It's open to the public. If you would like to come on, just DM us, and we'll make sure you get on here and you can speak your piece. How about that, Brian? Is that cool, Brian? Is that all right with you?
Let's get it.
Let's get this party started. All right, let me get right here. All right, let me go ahead and welcome our guests to this. I'm gonna bring them on here one by one. They deserve it one by one. All right, let's go. All right, we got the first person I'm gonna bring again. I had the pleasure coaching this young man at an early age, and I knew he had a bright future. I knew he had a bright future, not only on the court but off the court. He had good parents. Still know his parents to this day. Young man has grown to be a very responsible leader, thought leader of his peers, and he knows his sports, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Gavin Bullock to the stage. Clap it up for him. Yeah. Y'all thought we was playing. What's going on, Gav?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm feeling good.
Hey, Gab, well, we'll do it after the next guest. Let's go ahead and introduce the next guest.
All right, this next gentleman as well has I've known him for a long time. I actually have a video on my phone of me training him. I think he had to be like 9 or 10, and we were working with some tennis balls, but the guy was ambidextrous at an early age, but really good kid, leader. I remember a moment in a state championship game, and I always talk to him about this, but when he hit a three, it was something about when he hit this three. It was at NC State against Norwood. He hit the three, and to me, that was game. When he hit that three and he looked at his teammates and said, "Let's go," they went right when he said that. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome Adriel Miller to the stage.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having me.
Yes, thank you for saying yes. All right. And last and certainly not least, Mr. This man comes by way of Stamford, Connecticut. He's in Connecticut, y'all. Look, he's in Connecticut. We heard sports panel, when we heard NBA greats, all the stuff that we're talking about today, he said, put me on, send me the link. Again, he has probably forgot more sports than most people know. He is my friend, my mentor, and he is my blood. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome Lamar Roughhouse Foster to the stage. Clap it up for him. Yeah. What's up, cuz? I can't hear you. You got to unmute.
There you go. You got me now?
Yeah, I got you now.
You got you down. Okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Yes. Let's get to
Let's do it. Let's
get to it. Again, this is unscripted, folks. We didn't have no pre-meetings or anything like that. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what they're going to say. I don't know what's going to happen. You never know. So stay tuned. Stay locked in. As you all know, let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. As you all know, we talked about, we made a few posts about what we're going to talk about today. So let me go ahead and just share that real quick. So y'all can just, if you're in the audience and you just logging in and don't really know what's going on, but this is My Brother's Keeper Sports Panel, and it was powered by My Brother's Keeper Podcast. Let's clap it up for that real quick. You got to be clapping up like crazy tonight. But we're going to go ahead and get this party started. There was a post that went out, and we challenged everybody in the audience, all our friends. I have like 5 or 6 group chats right now that's just texting away because everybody is trying to answer this question. And the question was, who is your starting 5 playoff lineup of all time? Again, your starting 5 your playoff starting 5, not regular season. Who you taking to the ship with you? And when I tell you people, we have got a plethora of different answers, and a lot of people have just been sending stuff over. But today we're gonna leave the day and we're gonna figure out who got the best starting 5, because the comment section gonna let us know who that's gonna be. And I'm gonna go ahead and tee us off. I don't even know what order this is. I know I go first, and I don't even know who's next. But I'm gonna go ahead and tee us off. Can I tee us off, fellas?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right, let's get to it. All right, we're gonna tee this off real quick. Let me get my screen right, man, because this is it. I'm gonna be brief because I'm tired of talking. I want to hear what everybody else got to say. So let me see what we got here. There we go. This is what they've been waiting on, Gavin. This is what they've been waiting on, Adriel. This is what they've been waiting on, Brian. Rough House. This is what you want. This is what y'all want to do. Let's get to it, man. I'm excited. Let's go. We're gonna start with our point guard. No, I'm gonna do the point guard last. I'm not even gonna give y'all the point guard. I'm gonna go from the center and I'm gonna make my way up to the point guard. Let's go with the center real quick. What we got? We're gonna go with Kareem. Y'all already know who he is. Y'all may think he's old or whatever. Listen, I'm not here for all that. Let me hold on. Let me get my screen the way I really want to get it so I can see everybody and see everything right here. Let's see. Let's go right here. Right here. I'm about to get to this. We about to get to this money. Let me see. Let's see. All right, here we go. Nope, that's not right. That's not right. There's my screen. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, there we go. All right, let's go with Mr. Kareem. We already know him. We know him for the sky hook, right? The most unstoppable move in the history of the game, right?
Yes.
There's no argument there. I don't know. Gavin kind of got a look, but look, it's the most unstoppable move ever in the history of the game, right?
Yes.
6-time MVP. Before LeBron, he was the leading scorer in NBA history. That tells you everything you need to know. You know, that compiles, I think, the 60s, little 60s, 70s, and most of the 80s, right? All right, so we're gonna keep moving. We're gonna go to Tim Duncan. All right, what we got with Tim Duncan? You already know he is quietly one of the greatest players of all. Quietly, when I say quietly, nobody talks about Tim Duncan. Nobody talks about the fact that this guy has 5 championships. He is an elite defense, elite anchor of the defense, and he is the model, in my opinion, of consistency. Right? You're not, in my opinion, as he got older, he got better. Most players are good when they're young, but I think when he got older, he got better. He got smarter. He became more of a coach on the floor. And even though he lost a step physically, he got even sharper mentally. So we're gonna get that to Tim Duncan, power forward. All right, we're gonna keep moving. We're gonna go to LeBron James, small forward. Right? We all know LeBron, his accolades. We don't got to get into that. But in terms of the greatest, I'm gonna say one of the greatest players who ever played this game, and specifically all around. Right? We talk about all around players. Hold on. Let me get my screen where I want. Let me get it. Okay, there we go. We talk about all around players, right? He can rebound, he can shoot. Well, I ain't gonna say he can shoot. Well, he kind of can. All right. He can lead. He can lead. He can make
score.
plays. He can score. But I struggle with that though. I'm gonna get on that later. He just been around for a long time. But anyway, longevity, playoff dominance. He's had his moments. So I'm gonna give that to LeBron James. My shooting guard is none other than, you already know it, the greatest player who ever laced them up, ever laced them up. And we can debate about that another day. I know some people feel differently. We could do that. We can have a segment for that. But in my opinion, the greatest player of all time, 6-time champion, 6-time final MVP, elite scorer. He's an elite defender. Like, there's no way around it. He is, when you think about the greatest of something, you're the Michael Jordan of it. He's the greatest. And I'm taking him, and he's going to finish. He's going to start the game. He's going to end the game. And guess what? He's not going to get hurt in the playoffs. That load management stuff, he's not going to skip like the weak games. He's going to play those games too. So just keep that in mind. Gavin liked that point right there. Gavin liked that. Adrian, I'm talking like y'all now. I'm getting on y'all level. I'm not there yet. I'm almost there. I'm getting there though. All right. And then the point guard. I know a lot of people would debate this one, right? Because a lot of people think Steph Curry is a shooting guard, right? And I get it. I understand because he scores or whatnot. All right. He is a part of that, was it the 90? He was a part of the, what's that called? The 90, the 50, 30, what was 90?
50, 40, 90.
50, 40, 90. There they go. I knew my help came. He was that 2-time MVP. One of those MVPs was what? What was one of those MVPs? What was it?
Unanimous.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. But really, honestly, truly, what separates him, I can get into all his accolades, but what really separates him is the gravity, right? I don't think a stat sheet it's hard to articulate the gravity of Steph Curry. So I know the gravity on this team with Michael Jordan, LeBron, Tim Duncan, and Kareem. It will be absolutely diabolical, if that's even a word. Because all Steph Curry do, and I'm gonna say this is my last point, and I'm gonna pass it on, because I don't even think this is gonna sound crazy, Adriel. This is gonna sound crazy. I don't even think he has to shoot. I just think the threat of him shooting is enough to get everybody off. He don't have to shoot one time on this team. The threat of him shooting will create enough offense that you don't even need a Princeton offense. You don't need the Central Cabarrus 22, 23, 24 offense. You don't need none of that. You just, if he's on the floor running around, running off screens, it's going to create enough offense for you to win not only regular season games, not only playoff games, but championships. That's my piece. That's my story. I'm sticking with it. All right. All right. Woo! All right. That was my best Gavin and Adriel impersonation. That was my best. I'm still working on it. All right. All right. So look, I don't even know who's next. I just know I was going first. So whoever's next, just be ready to go in, and I'm going to put you on the screen and we're going to hash it out. All right. We got. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's do it. Let's clap it up for Gavin real quick. All right, let's get it. All right, let me put you on the screen. Let me put you up there. Hold up. Let me I do this. How do I do this? All right, let's do this. Let me figure this thing. Oh, that's not the right button. Let's do this. Boom. Gavin.
Oh, really?
Interesting. All right, let's go. Remove. No. I guess we remove everybody.
I'm good. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with my point guard. Instead of starting with center, I'm gonna start with my point guard. Steph Curry, like you just said, like the gravity on the court, like the way he's guarded, even when he was playing with Kevin Durant, some people say is the greatest scorer ever. He led the team in double teams. Like people focus more on Steph Curry because he was more important to that team, you could say. Even if you say Kevin Durant's better, Steph Curry, he's the anchor. He's what the Warriors dynasty was, one of the greatest dynasties in basketball. So I got Curry at my point guard, just kind of the spacing that Curry will give all of his other teammates. You can't double in the post. So yeah, then I got MJ at my 2. That's my closer. The greatest closer to ever play basketball. So I'm gonna go with MJ. Of course, he's the GOAT, greatest player ever. He might not have the career LeBron has had, but peak for peak, there's no athlete, not just basketball player, but there's no athlete to hit a peak that Michael Jordan has ever had. And then at my 3, a lot of people aren't gonna like this because he's, doesn't have a bunch of rings to back it up, or maybe, hasn't won on his own in a sense. He only won with the Warriors, but on this specific team, he doesn't have to be the guy. Like when we talked about Kevin Durant, he could be the best Robin ever. He doesn't have to be the guy on this team. So just a guy who throughout the game can get buckets. We don't have to get him a lot of shots. He can get 30 points off 10 shots. So I think that's huge. And he could do it efficiently as well. He could go 6 for 10, 7 for 10 on any given night. At my 4, this is the best defensive player, making up for what I have at my 5 position that doesn't have much defense. So yeah, I think whoever has the best post player, like I'll have him guard him. And Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan, 5 championships. He's the definition of a winner. And he's a Ray Allen shot away from being 6-0 like Jordan in the NBA Finals. So his resume is, it speaks for itself, and he finds ways. He's the greatest power forward ever. I don't think that's even debatable at this point in time. And then at my 5, the reason I have this group of players, whether it's Kevin Durant, whether it's Jokic, it's not about the best 5 players, but it's about the best 5 that fit together. And when I think about Jokic as an offensive talent, obviously he's not a better player than LeBron, but in my lifetime, I don't know if there's been a better offensive talent from passing, rebounding, and scoring all together into one than Nikola Jokic. And I think if you pair all 4 of these guys that can shoot around him, it'll lead to nothing but success. And at the 5, he will kind of be the playmaker for this group, with everybody else just focusing on scoring. And 2 years ago, or 3 years ago now, when the Nuggets won their championship, the most efficient shot in basketball was a Nikola Jokic post up. So if you can't double him because he has Curry. So 1-on-1 in the post, he would be elite with 4 shooters around him. And then we got Jordan to close the game. I like my 5 against anybody. So yeah.
I love it. That's good. You know what part that I really enjoyed, the part that I took away was when you said it's not about the 5 best players, but it's about the 5 best players that work together. Like
Right.
that part right there. I didn't even think about that. It's like you could put 5 good players on the team, but
Right.
who works, what makes sense on paper. All right, so let's get it. I love it. We rolling. Anybody, hold on. Does anybody have a pushback? Anybody have? Or do y'all want to save that for the end? Do y'all want to just
say that for the end?
We'll say that for the end. All right, we're going to get everybody through their stuff. All right, who we got next? Let me see what we got here. Let me see what we got. All right, where is it? Is it on the screen? I don't know. Add the stage. There we go. Let's go. Who is next? Brian. All right. Let me remove everybody else off here. Let's get it. Boom.
So, hey, y'all can hear me, right? All right, I'm loud and clear. Hey, look, I got LeBron at the 1. You already know. In my estimation, he the second greatest player of all time, behind MJ. Many playoff appearances, crazy. Went on a crazy run. The amount of playoff appearances he had in a row was ridiculous. Without everybody know about LeBron. MJ, the greatest of all time, the GOAT. A lot of people want to talk about how good he was on offense, but they forget that he was a 9-time all defensive first team in the NBA. So not only can he score and he a dog on that offensive side of the ball, but he is a lockdown defender on defense. LeBron, with him facilitating the ball, we don't really need him to score on this team right here. If he can facilitate the rock, man, I'm telling you. MJ at the 2. I got Pippen at the 3. I'm going defense. I got Pippen at the small forward. Lockdown defender. He's gonna lock down anybody y'all got at the 3. He's gonna lock him down. So I got Pippen at the small forward. I got the Dream at the 4. Footwork is amazing. 2-time NBA champion. 2-time Finals MVP. Was literally unstoppable on the block. Nobody's guarding him on the block. And he was really, really, really good defensively. He got a Defensive Player of the Year twice too, as well. And then Shaq, everybody know. Shaq is unstoppable. 15 All-Star selection. 3-time Finals MVP. Super unstoppable on the block. Nobody, in my opinion, nobody is stopping this starting 5 right here. Nobody is beating this starting 5. Not only do we got size, but I think this will be the best defensive team. And we all know defenses win championships. I think this will be the best defensive team that everybody will see today, hands down, period. So that's my starting 5. Nobody is beating us.
That's solid. Okay, that's solid.
Gavin, you see it? Gavin, you see it? You see it? Hey, defensively, nobody. We got size. We got
We're gonna talk when everybody done.
Defensively, nobody.
I love it.
Nobody is stopping this starting 5.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That Pippen went threw me off. People be forgetting about Pippen. It's just like LeBron. it's like LeBron is that small forward when you think about it. You don't think about nobody behind him, but Pippen is right there. But we gonna get to that. Oh, this is good. This is good.
You on the clock. You is
Hey,
on the clock. I'm telling you.
let's see
You
what we
on the
got.
clock.
Let's see what we got.
I'm already. Man, listen, y'all.
You ready to go. You ready to go.
Adriel, you on the clock.
Let's go. Adriel. Let's see. I do your move there.
All right, let's go. First off, like y'all said with Curry, just the gravity alone, he is a special person that you have to have on your team. I also noticed, spoiler alert for the last team, but nobody put Magic on their team. So either what I'm assuming is that we think Curry is the best point guard of all time, or we just think LeBron can do everything that Magic can do at a better level. But I don't want to make any assumptions. I'm just going to say that. But yeah, Curry, just based off his off-ball prowess, he does not have to have the ball in his hands to be effective. That is a talent that I feel like you cannot pass up when you're talking about an all-time starting five. MJ, just the greatest player of all time. Like Gavin said, peak for peak, I would take his over anybody. A guy that could go get a bucket in the mid-range, defensive player of the year, everything you want from MJ. This is your on-ball player that's on my team. He's just going to be that guy in the late game that's going to go get you a bucket and play defense on one of your best wings. LeBron is a special player as well. Obviously, arguable GOAT. I wouldn't call him the best player of all time, but I would call him the greatest player of all time based off of his career. He has the best career ever. The way he'll be able to obviously play defense, be another big body, and facilitate for this team. The great thing about LeBron is he is a small forward, but technically he can be considered a point guard. So I do love LeBron at the one. I don't know if I would label him as a one because Curry will probably still be bringing the ball up the court, but LeBron has the playmaking capabilities to make this thing go around. And then I know you guys are going to think this one is pretty crazy, but I got Dirk. And the most important thing for a playoff starting five is they have to be cohesive, right? You have to have, especially today, you have to have some shooting. And when I look at who I wanted at my forward position, because at my 4 and my 5 were where I really had, decisions to make. My first three, I think Curry, MJ, LeBron, you have to have those three. But at my 4, I didn't want to sacrifice size, and I did need another shooter because off the ball, MJ and LeBron aren't the greatest shooters. So Dirk fits that mold perfectly, a guy that could play off ball, shoot the 3-ball. We saw what he did in the 2011 finals. Gav, I don't want to take a shot too early, but you picked KD, and that's fine. We kind of reversed it with the KD and Duncan thing. I chose LeBron and Dirk. I wanted LeBron as my playmaker. You obviously have Jokic as your playmaker, but Dirk has a more impressive ring than I think Kevin Durant has in his 2011 run. So I think Dirk and KD are kind of on the same level historically. So yeah, give me Dirk at the 4, and then Hakeem Olajuwon at my center position. Just a great rim protector, which is what I value the most in my center. Someone that makes the opposite team scared to go in and get layups. Hakeem is, I still think to this day, the all-time blocks leader. He won 2 championships in the MJ era. Not a lot of people can say that about themselves. And I do think if Hakeem had a little bit better of a team in the 80s, he would have had some in the 80s as well. They had to play Magic Johnson and James Worthy and Kareem and those guys, so there was no way he was going to get through them year after year, especially when they were just beating up on everybody. So, yeah, that's my 5.
Good night.
That 5 is not getting beat. I'm letting y'all know that right now.
You had to explain it. That's it. When you explained it, I looked at it, I was like, Dirk. I was like, Hakeem. I was like, when you explained it, I was like, okay, I see where you're going, Adrian. I feel you. Y'all boys bringing that heat, man. I should have studied up or something, man. I should have chat GPT'd or something. But hey, we in here. Last but certainly not least, Lamar, you already know you up next. After you get it, we're going to all get in here. We're going to hash it out. We're gonna eat the meat, spit out the bones. All right, let's go. We can see what Lamar got right here. Rough house.
I gotta swap out. I do
Here you
have
go.
a swap out.
Oh,
There is one guy I'm swapping
we
out.
got a
I'm
swap.
sorry.
We
I
got a
gotta
swap.
swap them,
We
guys.
got swap. We got to swap it. Somebody done
We
convinced
we
them.
we gotta
Somebody done
trade.
convinced them.
We gotta trade.
We got to.
Put it on.
So go ahead, put it up, and I'm gonna start with the trade. Go ahead, put it up, and I'm gonna start with the trade.
All right, we're gonna start with the trade. Let's take it. Let's get it popping, man. Let's see.
All right. Well, my trade will be my small forward, LeBron. I'm trading LeBron, and you might say this is kind of wild, but I'm trading LeBron for Dennis Rodman.
What?
Yes. And I'm going to explain the whole situation right now. Okay. So now, as we all know, there's no one better than Jordan. Defense, offense, what more can you say? Can take over a game when he has to, can sit back when he needs to. Kobe, the Black Mamba. We all know who he is, but people don't speak on Kobe in that top three. They say they do, but they don't really put him in there like they should. But okay, I'm going with Kobe. I picked Dennis Rodman. Here is my explanation for Rodman. Rodman was a 6'8" small forward who became the best, and I'll say it again, the best rebounder to ever play the game. He didn't care about anything else but his defense and his rebound. That was his job. You can't have 5 scorers on the team. Who's playing defense? So I think with him, replacing LeBron works for my team because one, Rodman, for his size, had the strength to D any position on the floor, from center to power forward to shooting guard to point guard. His speed and his agility made him a valuable defensive player on any team that he played on, from San Antonio to Detroit and with the Bulls. He was that defender. Now, my other forward, which no one speaks on either, who does not get the respect that he should, but you ask any NBA player, and the first words they'll say about Larry Bird is that man is cold. What I mean by that, this man will walk by your huddle and tell you he's going to hit the winning shot. He's so cold that he'll come to you and tell you, hey, I'm going to stick 3 steps into the 3-point line. I'm going to back up, pivot, and then I'm going to shoot the 3 from right there. And damn if he doesn't do it exactly the way he calls it. No one in the NBA has ever talked more trash than Larry Bird, but no one in the NBA has ever backed it up as well as Larry Bird. And my center is going to be, of course, the skyhook, undefendable, can run up and down the court, which I like my team to be able to have more than one style of play. With what I have assembled here, we can do the 3 game. You got Jordan, Kobe, and Bird can shoot the 3. We can do the half-court game. You're going to need people to set screens. There you go. There is your Rodman. There is your Kareem. And let these other 3 guys do their thing. And also, you got people, you don't know who to D. At any given time, 3 of these 5 guys can take over the whole game. So with me, that's how I'm running with my starting 5. If anybody wants to shoot back, bring it.
Oh boy. Shots fired. Shots fired. Uh-oh. Shots fired. There we go. All right. My goodness. Oh, it's so much to unpack here. There's so many hot takes, warm take, cold takes. Man, where do we start at? All right. So I would love at this point. I don't know who's watching. I don't know if anybody's on the what. Can anybody? We need. Oh, Derek wants to get on. Derek Nix, you want to get on? We can see you. Does anybody does? At this point, I don't know who's watching.
I think me personally, I think I got the best defensive line.
You got it, Brian. You got it,
agree with
Brian.
that.
I think I got
with
one or
that.
two people want to
You
get
do.
on. So Brian, you lead it. I got you. I'm gonna do some stuff back here on the end. I think I want some people to
Yeah.
come on.
I don't know, man. Everybody had a good lineup. Everybody had a good lineup, man. I
Right,
just got
right.
I got a combination of size.
We got some
It's just-
people coming
just
on. Y'all
over-
keep
just
talking. We got some
overall-
people coming up.
Just overall defensively, man. I don't know, man. I don't see nobody stopping my lineup, man. You got a 6'8", 6'9" point guard in LeBron. Man, you got MJ, the ultimate scorer at the 2, and he can defend. Then you got a elite defender, Pippen at the 3. Then you got the Dream at the 4 and Shaq at the 5. Oh my goodness, that's man. You don't want to see that in the playoffs. I don't know, man. I don't know. Adriel, he had to sell me on his because I said Dirk. I said hold on, but once he got to explaining it, it made more sense. But I don't know. I just can't see no Dirk can't play no defense, man.
Look. This is what I'll say about your lineup. You do have the best defensive lineup. I will give you that 100%. But we are running a great 2-3 zone.
Yeah, I was
on
about to say
team
that.
because there is nobody on that team that I'm scared to shoot.
Oh,
And-
MJ, it don't matter what defense you running. You can run a zone.
I agree. I just rather have MJ.
Nobody's
taking
stopping
a three.
MJ.
That's the shot I want MJ taking. I don't want him flying over my bigs and putting my bigs on a poster. I don't want him singled up taking mid-range shots. And I also think offensively for you, MJ will be that guy. But I think Pippen and LeBron are very similar archetypes of players. So I don't know.
Not offensively.
I mean,
Not offensively.
the point forward type of mold.
Yeah. If you wanna, I can see that.
Yeah, because
Shaq-
Pippen kind of
Shaq-
brought out that
Shaq-
point forward thing.
Shaq is an underrated passer too.
Yes.
When he gets double, he get doubled a lot. I'm telling you, man, he draws a lot of attention, man. You gotta account for Shaq. And
Yeah.
Well, when you're 7 feet, you can't look over the whole defense.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it makes it easy for him to see people that he needs to be dishing that ball to. But
Gavin,
can
what you
Shaq,
think? Gavin,
can
what you
Shaq
think?
run up and down the floor? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Can he
A
run
young-
up and down that floor?
We talking about the young Shaq. We talking about
young
we
Shaq.
talking about young Shaq.
Yeah.
We talking about young Shaq.
The
Young
240
Orlando.
pound Shaq?
Orlando Shaq.
Orlando
Shaq.
Shaq.
Yeah,
Orlando
with,
Shaq was unstoppable.
with
Him and Penny.
With Penny Hardaway.
Oh my goodness, man. Shaq
Well,
was
Orlando
Hey, we
Shaq
got
couldn't
we
score
got
all
a
that much.
visitor. Y'all in trouble now. Hold on. We all in trouble now. Hold on. He was about to get on here. Hold on. We got somebody long here. Oh, we in trouble. We done woke up a giant. Y'all keep talking though. Let me
I think you do have the best defensive lineup, but like you said, I just think there's a limited amount of 3-point shooting. And it would be interesting to see. Obviously, we'll never see how the styles will clash, but it would be interesting to see how
Mr. Nick's on here. We in trouble. Mr. Nick's on here. We
it'll
are
be
in
interesting to see how that
trouble.
works. I think I have to play a slower pace.
Let me stop it up. So we in trouble, Nick. Go ahead. We in trouble. You couldn't take it no more. Go ahead and speak your mind real quick.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me all right?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we hear you.
Hey, a big shout out to all you guys, man. I'm fans of all you guys, man. My man Gavin, my youngin, man. he was one of
Yeah,
my favorite young players coming up, and
My
the other
God.
young man there. Y'all had such a great team and chemistry and everything. And but I do want to chime in. Big
let's
shout
get
out
it.
first to Courtney, man. That's my man, just a knowledgeable guy, and man, y'all had some great points.
Yeah.
Oh man, I got a lot to say. So you want
Oh
my
no,
starting five of a playoff?
playoff
What
starting
era?
five.
What era are we going? Are we going this? We going this era?
Anybody.
Oh, we
Any
open
era.
it up. We open it up. We're gonna do errors next time, but we open it up to you can take it all as far as back if you
Okay.
need to.
Okay, I'm gonna go with this era because this is the one we see. At point guard, I'm gonna go with Magic Johnson, and here's why. Magic Johnson was one of the greatest leaders of all time.
I agree.
So
Yeah.
sometimes the game, when you're assembling a team, sometimes you assemble a team based on capability. And Magic at the lead guard position or point guard position did such a great job with chemistry. You all
Mm,
know with Central Cabarrus, chemistry is so important to winning. He was the type of guy who was going to make sure that the people who needed the shots at the right time were going to get the right shots.
Right.
Um, at the two positions, since this is a modern era, I would go with Curry. And the reason I go with Curry is because he's efficient from 3 point range. Not just that he can shoot the three, it's that he's efficient with it and he makes his free throws like magic. Okay. And that's going to be a chink in the guy who said Shaq. And I know we're going somewhere now. If you take Shaq at the five, I can stop your team. Why? Because I'm going to foul him. Yes, I'm going to foul him. He's going to shoot about 50%. Now, he did make him in the clutch, but I'm going to foul Shaq. I'm telling you right now. Okay, but number three. Number three, I'm going with LeBron. No, actually, I'm going with Jordan at the three because this is modern. Jordan, hey, will to win, will to win. I think it was Ariel who said and I might be wrong about that. One of you all said the offensive and defensive capability. Jordan was a dog on defense. He was down in the stance every time. He was diving on loose balls. The thing about Jordan and Kobe, I take Jordan over Kobe because you can only have one apex at the two guard. I'm not going to put two
yeah.
apexes at the two guard. I'm only going
Yeah.
to get one, and at the top of that is MJ. So I'm going to put MJ and Curry on my wings. Curry for his efficient 3 point shooting, and Jordan, and I think maybe Gavin, it was you who said clutch
He
player.
choppy. He choppy.
Hey, you breaking up a
Number
little bit,
Love.
Derek.
at the
Mr.
four.
Nix, you're breaking up.
Say what?
You're chopping. You're breaking up a little bit.
Oh, can you hear me better?
Nah.
Am I better?
Hey, log out and come right back in. Maybe it'll work.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, he was making some good points.
Yeah, he was on to something. He was on to something. I was honestly surprised at how many of us didn't go with Magic at point. Did any of us who went with Magic? Did anybody have Magic at the point?
Nobody.
Nah,
No.
didn't nobody have man.
I was surprised at that one. You back, Derek, Mr. Nix. You're still a little bit
Still
choppy.
choppy.
It's still a little bit choppy. All right. Yeah, I was very surprised that we didn't go. Why is that? I'm just gonna open that question though. Why didn't we? Like, did we think about Magic, or
Yeah,
did we
I
just
think
automatically go past him? Like, what was the thought there?
I think for me, with Jokic as a center being my playmaker and kind of we could play out of the post, I kind of wanted every single player on the court to be able to hit that kick out three. And
Okay,
at point guard, I thought of Curry.
so you thought about running the team, like running it through Jokic versus you don't want to
Yeah.
have too many like facilitators. Okay, that's a good
Right.
point.
Right.
You back, Derek?
Yeah, I'm back. So
Okay.
I had Magic, Curry, MJ. I'm
Yep.
gonna put LeBron. I'm gonna slide LeBron down to the four because he could play four in the modern era. The thing I like about LeBron is he's gonna shoot the threes and make them when he's hot, but he also has the wherewithal not to shoot them when he's not making them. Like he's not gonna go like James Harden in the playoffs and go 1 for 20 from three. He's smarter than that. He's gonna go if he's hot, he's gonna shoot them early and he's gonna make them. But if he's not, he's gonna swing the ball. And that's
Right.
what you
Yeah.
did so well, Gavin. You were very an intelligent basketball player and you made good decisions. So I value players that make good decisions, especially for one game with the game on the line. So I'm gonna slide him down to 4. Now for the modern era at 5, I'm going Jokic. And the reason why is because he makes his
Somebody else
free
went Jokic.
throws. He makes
Who
his
else
free
went Jokic?
throws. At the end of the ball, at the end of the game, where is the ball going to be? And as a coach, I'm not having the ball in the hands of somebody who cannot make a free throw at the end of the game. Keep the ball in the hands of a free throw shooter at the end of the game. So you're going to go with Curry? You ain't fouling him. You going to MJ? You know you ain't fouling him. Magic making them in the clutch. Jokic making them in the clutch. And I'm letting LeBron throw the ball in. I ain't having him shooting in the clutch, okay? I'm playing everybody according to their strengths. And that's my start. That's my 5. And I don't think I'm losing. I just like the rest of y'all, I don't think I'm losing in the modern era.
Hey, we
I like
clapping
that
it up.
approach.
We'll clap it up for that. I love that. That was a very, very unique perspective. Very eloquently broke down. We were just asking ourselves, like, why didn't we choose Magic Johnson as the point guard when we was making this
Well,
out? And we was just talking about that.
let
Why
me
do
say
you
one
think,
thing about
and Derek, in your
okay.
opinion, why do you think people, you know, in this era more so? Because in that era it was all Magic. It was all Magic. It was literally no question. It was not even a thought.
Right.
I mean, you would talk about Isaiah a little bit, but it was Magic first, and everybody knew it. So why do you think people gloss over Magic Johnson's? Oh, he went out. Okay, he'll come back in.
Well,
Uh,
real quick,
yeah.
I'll say, I feel like it's kind of like the Kobe and MJ thing.
Okay.
If you pick an MJ on your team, there's not a big reason to pick Kobe. That don't mean it's not gonna work, but that
Got
just
you. It's
means
like
that's the same
okay.
that's the same type of player. That's kind
So we
of how
pick
I look at
LeBron.
Magic and LeBron.
Yeah.
Like,
So you put okay. That's a good point. So
That
you're
was my
saying
point.
that LeBron and it's kind of counterproductive to have a LeBron and a Magic on the team together. That's what is that what it is?
absolutely. And I
Or
think a lot of
will
it
we all
is
agree is LeBron more? It's when a lot of people like to compare him to Jordan, but he's more like Magic than Jordan. Do we all see that way,
But
or
that's
is
why
he a
I put
hybrid? Is it a hybrid?
he a hybrid. That's why I put LeBron at the 1. Him and Magic, I think he's a better version of Magic. So LeBron
Okay.
could run the 1, and they're
Okay.
around the same size. So I think it'll be counterproductive to put them on the same team, if that makes sense.
I get
I
what you're
just
saying.
don't.
I get what you're saying with that, but I would say that LeBron is a little bit more offensive from a scoring perspective. Now, Magic Johnson is the all-time leader in assists per game. He accounted for over 30 points a game. So here's why I would play them together. Because when Magic he was a great rebounding guard. So he was the engine behind the fast break Lakers of the 80s. He would
Right.
rebound, and now LeBron is great in finishing. So he's going to rebound. LeBron is out. He's going to throw it behind the pack to Jordan, who's coming through the lane, dunking. I mean, they're getting easy baskets. And we saw with LeBron and Lonzo.
He cut out again.
Yeah.
Freezer.
I would also say, and we're gonna wrap it up in a little
These
bit.
guys know the
Go ahead.
game.
Okay, you coming back in, Derek?
These
You went
guys
out and
know
came back in.
the game.
I would
Okay,
also
I think I'm
say,
going in and out, man.
yeah, I hear your audio. I just
I
don't see your
can't.
video.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. I would also add, like I said, we're gonna wrap it up in a little bit here. I know the draft is coming on. Everybody want to watch their team, and we definitely want to just talk a little bit about football. But I will also
Yeah, because
add,
I've had 2 first-round picks.
I will also add, and I'm curious to hear Derek's thoughts or y'all thoughts as well. But Magic in a assist, he's definitely a pass first guy. But do you think the fact that he had a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, on his team, you think that was, I'm not going to say it's screwed, or put an asterisk beside it. But do you think that was? I mean, him passing to Kareem is a lot harder than him LeBron James passing to like a Boobie Gibson or something. Like it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? So I
think whenever Kareem got hurt and he stepped in that game 7, that series and played center and won. Like I think that kind of that was one of one. Only Magic did that.
He showed he showed how versatile he was as well.
Right.
I mean, like if he had to do play another style, he could. You know,
I think that part is he's the only player, and I think that point. I'm glad you brought that up. He's the only player. When you think about Jordan and LeBron and Kobe, he's probably the only player that could have done that and do it at that clip. You know what I'm saying? Play center, improv too. You know, not just because he has size, but he has the awareness, he has the instincts, and he just kind of had that leadership to kind of run point that way. And I think he's the only one that could do that.
Yeah, and I think if I did an all-time list, a top 10, Magic would be above Curry for me. As in, he's a better player all time. I just think that when it comes to fit, I drafted Curry. But I do think Magic is the best point guard ever.
Got it.
I just think just for fit, because I'm playing through Jokic, I just wanted to put 4 other shooters around him.
Got it. Let me take this call. Y'all keep the conversation going. We're gonna go for a couple more minutes, and then we're gonna give our hot takes on football, and then we're gonna watch the draft.
That sounds good.
Hey, real quick, I think a lot of our teams is kind of about matchups because with Coach, he picked Jokic and LeBron. And first off, offensively, I think Coach got the best team. And I think defensively, Brian has the best team. So I just think Brian's teams, it will pose problems for coaches because he got Hakeem and Shaq. And if they got to go against LeBron and Jokic, they're going to have a field day. Because Jokic and LeBron, you could throw lobs up to Shaq and Hakeem all day, and there's not really a lot of rim protection with that team. But on the other side, Coach's team is going to have a lot of success, though, because he got all the offensive talent he got. So it's going to be tough.
So what do you think when they say defense wins championships?
To a certain extent.
To a certain extent. Sometimes there's –
it depends on the era, too, because Michael Jordan, man, with that ball in his hand, man, I'm just telling you, like, I don't know, my lineup, man, you got LeBron at the 1, MJ at the 2.
We got
MJ taking over late. MJ taking over late in the game.
For sure.
Pippen is a role player. He a role player. He gonna play his role defensively. He ain't trying to go for 30.
And I think that honestly, from a offensive standpoint, like, you got to be able to close games. And Jordan's the greatest closer ever, but if I was playing our team, I'll probably run a zone, or I'm trapping Jordan and Pippen's going to have to make a shot in the clutch. Pippen's going to have to – I'm going to make a non-shooting guy make a shot, or like Coach Nick said, I'm going to make these guys make free throws. And when it comes to, offense matters in the clutch as well. So I think it could go either way for sure.
Mr. Jones, we got another guest in here. Mr. Jones, how you doing?
Hey,
what's going on? Let's
go. You on the stage. We on here. We full throttle, man. You go ahead. You got the floor. You give us your take, and we gonna chop it up, man. We loving this.
Yeah, man. It was when you sent it to me. It was so super tough because I was just like, damn, like it's so many great players.
Yes.
And so it was super hard to kind of find 5, and then after even listening to everybody's, it was just like, dang, I might want to switch this dude out. I want to switch this dude out. So I'm gonna cheat a little bit, and I'm gonna tell you who I had first. I had Steph, MJ, LeBron, Tim Duncan, and Hakeem.
Okay.
And then I snatched Tim Duncan and I put in Dirk.
Adriel.
and I put in Dirk before the show. So when he said Dirk, I was like, okay, yeah. I was like, yeah, we thinking the same thing. And then the more I started thinking about it, I'm thinking like about today's game, and I was like, Steph would be such a liability, man. Out there. So
I was wondering if somebody's gonna say that. Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna say this.
And so then I was just like, I would probably put LeBron at the 1. And
Derek got
and
a rebuttal.
probably KD at the 3
I got lots
and
of
leave
stuff.
everything just like it was.
Where's Steph? Where's Steph
KD at the
liability?
three?
That's a good team, though. That's a good
KD,
team.
KD,
That is a good
hey,
team.
KD only
That's
got
a good
one
team, but
pick. I think
let me
KD
say-
got one pick the whole time on the whole night.
And see, I was
That's
thinking
an
about Larry
interesting
Bird
comment.
at the 3, but then I was just like, to be honest with you, I feel like KD can do what Larry Bird could do plus more.
Ooh,
And so that's why, I
boy.
kind of went with KD.
ooh,
Yeah,
that's
and
it.
I
That's
think-
tough talk right there.
I need to say one thing. So in today's, I'm gonna say something controversial, and I've been on podcasts. I've been
Hold
on
on, I'm
videos,
gonna put you
if
front and
somebody
center.
wants to-
Hold on, you about to say something.
Okay,
Hold on.
put me front and center. I ain't scared of y'all. I've been on some shows and podcasts and stuff like that, and so I'm well equipped if somebody wants to come at me at this. I'm gonna warn you. But
All right,
today in the modern era, offense wins championships. Okay, offense. It ain't defense anymore, y'all. It ain't defense. And if you ready, man, we can go.
I got something to say after this. I agree.
I'm
I got
well.
something to say.
Okay,
I'm
but
well
wait a minute.
equipped.
Yeah,
And
don't
see,
get-
Offense wins championships, but pretty much everybody's lined up. Everybody can play offense.
There's
Yeah,
no
but
defense.
that's
everybody
Dennis Rodman.
It's
Defense is
Curry. I mean,
non-existent.
Curry is not
You're
known
right.
to be a defender,
you're right
but
you're right about that. But see,
Right.
here's the thing: because a lot of people can play offense, it's about efficiency, and namely, it's points per shots.
per
PPS.
shot, yeah.
You
Yeah,
got to find somebody who
To
can
shoot at a
get
high
you
clip.
close to 1.5. That's the sweet spot.
Per possession.
1.5 every time they take a shot. And see, that's why the mid-range game is being eliminated, because high level analytics says that that's a bad shot for most people, not all people, but for most people. The mid-range shot and the jump hook is a lower efficient shot than a dunk or a lob. Oh man,
Yeah.
there's a lot to say to that. And so that's why offense and highly efficient offense and players is what this era is about.
Right.
So that's why I would put like a Magic. I would have to, I have to be. That's why I had to design my team a certain way. But go ahead. I got.
Hey,
lots
so
to
let
say,
me
man.
let me ask you a question. So you say Michael Jordan wouldn't be, because most of his games, most of his shots came from the mid range. So
That's right.
so MJ, the greatest player of all time in this era, wouldn't be
MJ.
efficient, is what you saying?
No.
I don't agree. I don't agree with
Jordan.
that.
No.
Not him.
I'm not saying
Not
that's
him.
right. Not Jordan. Jordan probably. I thought I saw a stat and I haven't fact checked it. Like 60% all time from mid range.
He would be like a better version of Shaq.
Jordan is
He's an anomaly.
Jordan is to the mid range game what Stephen Curry was to the 3-point line.
He's an anomaly.
Transformed.
He's an anomaly.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
His pull
He's
up,
an
he could
anomaly.
fade with it. He could fade.
He's
with
above
it.
the average. Like his average is you take his stuff out and averaging everybody
Hey,
else's.
but listen.
That's it. That's it.
Well, Kareem wasn't shooting threes at all, but he still retired the greatest scorer of all time.
Well, that's
He
score.
had the
That's
most
points.
unstoppable
That's
moves.
points.
Yeah.
Well, here's my
did.
pushback, and I agree. I feel like one thing a lot of people don't talk about is, and I'll just use Rodman for example, because someone picked Rodman. When we talk about elite offensive guys like Curry, and then we'll say he's defensive liability, or we talk about Luka in this era and say, oh, he's a defensive liability. It's interesting how that narrative gets pushed on guys who are elite on the offensive end and not the best on the defensive end. But we don't talk about offensive liabilities. Rudy Gobert is one defensive player of the years. But
I gotta give that. I gotta give you that. I gotta give Gavin that one right there.
And Dennis
That's a
Rodman,
good point.
Dennis Rodman is an offensive liability unless he's shooting a layup. He can't shoot anything else. So
I gotta give Gavin that. I gotta give Gavin that.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
if I can say something real quick, I think when we say defense wins championships, I think it's more defense raises your floor. Defense gives you a baseline of what your team is going to be just based off of how good it can be. But offense is what takes you over the top. So when you put Dennis Rodman in these type of discussions, first off, if we were to draft a team and we were to go, I choose Magic Johnson and the next guy chooses LeBron, so I can't choose LeBron, then Dennis Rodman would be a really good pick. But for these type of lineups, when you talk about guys that you could just leave because you're so worried about the other 4 guys on the court, that matters. So when we're talking about the all-time starting 5, especially in today's game, you cannot be a liability on
Well, you're
one
right.
side
Well,
of the
see,
floor, whether it be
what you
offense or defense. Because you look at Rudy
yeah.
Gobert, their defense, Minnesota, it's a championship level defense. But Rudy
Well,
Gobert being on the court gives them a ceiling to where they can't go over the top, and that's how today's league is. You have to be
That's
at. You have to
good.
have
That's good.
I
That's a good
I
point.
love what you
So
said.
yeah,
I love what you
I had
said.
2
But
points.
the thing,
I had 2
the
points
thing
if you don't
is,
mind.
Mr. Jones, go ahead, Mr. Jones.
Yeah.
Don't
yeah,
put
go
you
ahead.
center.
Okay.
Yeah, so just like
Okay.
the young brother was saying about the offensive liability. So I actually reached out to one of my guys, one of my OGs. He actually played with Dennis Rodman. So me and him was talking about the lineups, and he had Dennis Rodman in his lineup. But when he saw my lineup, he actually went back and thought about it, and he said that Rodman would probably be the liability in that situation because of what my guy was saying. And what he said was Rodman likes to hang around the basket. So if he has to guard Dirk, then now you're taking him away from his game because he can't leave Dirk open out there on the perimeter because Dirk will drill it every time.
But
right?
see, that's a wonderful point.
So with
That's a
him
wonderful
being
point, but
Dirk,
there's
though, wouldn't that shut
It
out?
boils down to matchups, basically.
well,
Exactly.
it's got to say this, and this is going to support both what the last 2 people said. We have to talk about error. If we're talking about error, then Dennis Rodman, he's a little lessened in this era, especially if he's playing at the 4.
Correct.
So if we're talking about error, then Dennis Rodman
is
needs to play
Draymond
the
Green.
5. Well,
Is he Draymond? Is he Draymond in this era?
But Draymond's a
No,
better
Draymond can
playmaker.
shoot.
he's a better
Draymond can
passer.
shoot.
He's a better
But he is.
passer. Well,
Yeah,
no, Draymond,
he's
he's
Rodman 2.0. Because he can do a little bit more. Well, not 2.0, but I mean, small guard, small rebounder, that's low maintenance on offense. They're in that same family.
I gotta say
they may not be brothers, they're cousins.
Rodman is a way better defender than Draymond Green. He's
Yeah,
a
way
way
And
better.
the greatest rebounder.
I hate hearing comparisons to Rodman and Draymond Green. I hate hearing that. Yeah.
If he's better, I would say way. If he's better, if he may be better. I don't know about way better, but I let that one.
He is way
Draymond
better
is a
than
phenomenal.
Draymond, oh my goodness! So you don't know?
Yeah, if he can stay on the court without getting fired, without being just
Hold on now.
Think about who's Draymond. Think about who's Draymond.
Players of all time.
Think about who Draymond is switching on in this era.
It's not about defense; it's about offense. The reason why Draymond can guard all these players because nobody's trying to post them up. They lost the game back during their run. They lost it. Listen to this.
I seen Draymond in one game. Draymond in one game guard Jokic, and then switch off on Murray. Then go back to Jokic, and then have to guard Murray again because Steph is a liability. So he's actually guarding a person and a half, and he's having to do it at a high level, and he's having to guard the 3-point line all the way down to the post. That's pretty impressive, bro. And he's switching everything. That's pretty impressive.
There's a distinction that needs to be highlighted. Guarding versus stopping. There's a distinction.
Thank you.
Okay.
He can guard a lot of people.
Hey, I give you that.
He guards a lot of people.
I give you that.
He gets cooked by a lot of people too. But see, the thing is, back during their run, that 73 team,
73 and 9 or something.
73 and 9.
72 and 10.
See, that run coincided with the changing of the game.
Yeah, it did.
Where the power forward was the Golden State,
Stretching
where
out.
the power forward out to. That's right, and they played against the Bucks with the guy Monroe, and the Bucks that night beat them. How did they beat them? They exploited Draymond Green. What did they do? They posted him up. See, the reason why people can't post up Draymond Green is that even though you'll score on him, because he's not a great defender like that. He fouls a lot, but when he cooks and then he'll get a technical and all that, he'll foul, he'll get 3 or 4 fouls a game. But when you score 2, they're hitting 3 on the other side with the Splash Brothers. So now you got to shoot threes. Otherwise, you're going to get blown up. So it's almost like a mousetrap. If you decide to go at Draymond Green, you're only going to get 2 points at best. All right. But they're shooting threes on the other side. So going at Draymond Green is not effective because you got to shoot threes to beat Golden State during that run. That was the biggest thing about them. That was the biggest thing about him. And he got a lot of credit for guarding, but not stopping. I got a lot to say about that, man. I got a lot.
Hey,
get
Lamar up here. Get Lamar up here.
We're gonna get our last couple of takes in because I know the draft has just started. There's so much more to unpack here, and we will. I promise you, we will. Lamar, you want to take? You want to give us
got it on there.
Yeah,
got the draft to the side.
All right.
All right. Well, here's the thing with the whole thing with Rodman. It worked for what Rodman did when he was with the Pistons. It worked for what Rodman did when he was with the Spurs. And it worked for what Rodman did when he was with the Bulls. So calling it a liability offensively, I don't see how you can say that when everybody else was scoring. I just don't see or understand how that can be. Now, with Shaq not being able to shoot free throws, everybody speaks on that. But no one's expecting Shaq to have the ball late in the game, just like no one's expecting Rodman to have the ball late in the game. You got
You don't
other
have to
people
have the ball for me to foul him, though.
Yeah, very true. But they did try to switch that rule up, didn't they not? Did they not try to switch that up? So no more Haka Shaq, what they used to call it?
Right.
Well, if I'm taking the young Shaq, that wasn't even a thing when it was a young Shaq. That was only became a thing when he was older. As he was seasoned in his career.
Okay, so here's what we are all doing right now. We are moving the goalpost to make our points. First of all, it's era. Once it's era, another time it's age. It's age.
Yeah.
It's either one way or another. It can't be, when he was this age, it was this. Back in the 80s, we could do. No, it's either one way or the other. And I get the whole thing the way basketball is played now. It is about the 3-point line. You're right. It is all about the 3-point line. Now, I'm a Pistons fan. I've been a Pistons fan since '84. This is before they even got Dumars. This before Rodman wasn't even a thought on the team. John Sally wasn't even. They had kids like Kelly Tripucka, which y'all don't even know about. He was their player on the team. Okay, that's who was on the team. But with that being said, they went and got those beasts. They went and got that John Sally. They went and got that Dennis Rodman.
There go get it. Hey, we definitely got to shout out the Detroit team, man. People don't talk about them. They was just in between two major eras, man. And I hate that they're kind of like they just they're kind of in the timing of which they made their run. No one talks about them, but we want to give them the flowers. They definitely had a run in that.
Especially when they beat the Lakers with a 6'9" center who shut down Shaq. But we're not going to talk about that. Anyway, go ahead.
Hey, real quick, if I could say something, because we were just talking about Draymond Green. In my opinion, if you're gonna take one of those great defensive players on your roster, Draymond Green is the exact type of player you want to take. Me personally, I think if you said Draymond Green is the best defender of the last 15 years, that would be completely warranted. Draymond Green is one of the greatest defenders.
Derek, I'm telling you, Derek.
Last week,
you gotta think about the range.
Last week, as an old man, he locked up Kawhi. Locked him up.
Absolutely did.
I'm telling you.
Why is
one play.
Draymond is him on defense.
Next game, he got ejected. He has cost his team so many wins because he is the lowest. He is the lowest emotionally intelligent player in the last 20 years. He cost them a championship. He's cost unlimited amounts of fines and stuff. He has been a detriment to his team.
I don't know.
Yeah, but we're just talking straight skill right now, though.
That's true.
We're just talking skill.
Straight skill.
He can't make free throws.
If that's the case, then none of us need to put Rodman on the team because he may take a vacation during the season.
If we're talking skills, Draymond is he's wide open every game. And because he's wide open every game, his percentages he shoots as if he's guarded every game. He's wide open for the threes at the top of the key, and he
But I
shoots
don't
at like
understand.
30%. Wide
So
open
how
every
is
game. He
Rodman
shoots
so
about
much
30,
better
and he
than
doesn't
him
make his
though?
free throws.
So how is
Draymond
Rodman
compared
so
to
much better?
Rodman, Draymond can create
Because
offense. Draymond
he's
can
more.
set great screens. There was a point where Draymond was shooting the lights out. Now,
He
it
was
wasn't a long time.
Where's
don't
that
talk.
point?
Hey, hold on, I gotta give you that, man, because
Where's that
people don't
point?
talk about early on in his career. Draymond used to hit that three. He used to hit that three.
Well, he was
Hey, I
completely
just want to
wide
say
open.
we can say he costed them a championship. But in that
Many.
game 7, when he came back,
Hey,
he gave the Cavs
hey,
30. He
I
gave
deal
the
with
Cavs
you.
wide
Gotta deal with the
open,
Draymond.
and they lost. He was wide open, and they lost.
Oh no, I
Okay.
don't know.
30.
I don't know about way better. I don't know about way
Listen.
better. Rodman,
Like,
if
hey,
he's better than Draymond,
Way
it's
better.
not by
Way
way
better.
better. That's all I'm saying. It's not way. I wouldn't say way
Okay,
better.
well,
agree.
we'll do it this way. Break. We'll do it this way. Break it
Byron
up.
would know this. Byron would know this. Dennis Rodman used to guard Michael Jordan very well.
Very well.
Very,
Very, very,
On
very
the way-
well.
I think
He was
And then he
Rodman.
switched
one of
over
the
to
best
pivot.
defenders. He was one of the see the thing about Rodman was he stopped people. Draymond guards
Stopped.
people. He stopped people. He stopped
All
Shaq.
positions.
He
All
stopped
5
Shaquille
positions.
O'Neal.
All 5
I
positions.
think Rodman.
He
I think the
stopped
difference
Shaquille
is
O'Neal.
Oh
the
man.
gap.
Yeah.
The gap between
Yeah.
Rodman's defense and
He shot.
Draymond's defense is not as big as the gap between Draymond's offense and Rodman's offense.
Oh, hold
He's
up,
learning.
hold up, hold
Oh,
up.
that's a bar. That's a bar.
Hold up.
Hey, that's a bar.
Hold up.
That's a bar. Hey, put that. Oh, that's a bar.
Say that again, dog. Hold up.
Hey, put Gavin up
Hold
there.
on, hold on. Y'all Gavin, go on up here, man. Stop playing with Gavin, man. Y'all boys, stop, man. Hold on. Break that down, Gavin.
That's a
Break
bar.
that down,
That's
dog.
a
Hold
bar.
on.
Okay,
Break that
I
down,
said-
man. For real.
I think the gap is much smaller between. The gap is smaller in Draymond's defense compared to Rodman's defense, even though I do think Rodman's a better defender. But the gap is much bigger in Draymond's offense and Rodman's offense. And it's not even just because
Absolutely.
Draymond's going to get buckets,
That's it.
because he's not.
Correct.
It's because Draymond
so
can
good.
create.
That's so
It's because
good.
Draymond
Gavin.
can create. So I think
No,
the gap between Draymond's offense and Rodman's
Listen.
That's
offense
good.
is big.
That's
I
good.
You're right.
love that.
It is. And I
that's a
won't
pretty
deny that.
interesting
I won't
take.
deny that at all.
That's a
But
good take.
here's where I'm gonna push back. He's left wide open every game. He is
I
not
think it's more of the
game plan
passing.
for
I agree.
offensive.
I agree.
No, every
I
single
agree.
game. He's left at the top of the key. He doesn't handle under pressure. He doesn't. He sets a screen, a moving one, and he sets the screen and he'll flare, because they trap, they double Curry, they throw it to him, he catches his playmaking, he's wide open, he throws a lob to Looney. That's their
Right.
offense. They double Curry, they throw it. Draymond is wide open. And normally he'll run around and he'll go back to Curry. So really,
Right.
you know what Draymond is? Draymond is Stephen Curry's personal assistant. He travels with him on the road. They throw it to Draymond.
I gotta get you laughing. That's funny.
He'll post him on the block. Draymond will get posted on the block. He ain't looking to score. Ain't no jump hook,
Right.
no up and under. He's gonna throw it back out to Curry. Then he's gonna set a moving screen. He gonna catch it. He gonna look for
Do you
Curry.
I
do you
agree.
blame him? Do you blame him for that?
Playmaking. It's
Do you-
not playmaking.
Yeah.
He was
agree.
benched at the Olympics. He was benched.
I agree,
Yeah.
and I think at least he's capable of passing. Like I don't think of Rodman at all as a passer. And
Yeah,
I
I
think
that's what I'm saying. I think he's just limited.
Underrated, man. Oh,
Yeah,
he's
it's-
underrated.
I
and
think he's
I don't
limited,
think
yeah.
he's like I don't
He's
even know
strong.
if
Rodman is
Rodman's
strong in 2 categories. I think Draymond is strong or okay in like several categories. Rodman has 2 categories: defense and rebounds. But everything else is like zeros or 20s. Whereas
Yeah. And you know what?
and like
And that's
Draymond
what you
has at
need on
least
your
50
team.
at
But
you
you
know
need that on your
if you
team.
create a player, I think he has more overall than but Rodman is like 100, like 99 in rebounding and defense, but he's like a 20 in everything else. Whereas
Yeah,
Draymond is at least an 85 in defense, 90 in defense. I'll give him rebounding. He's got to be a 75 in rebounding for his size. And then he gives you at least 50% or more in other categories. That's how I feel. And that's basically what Gavin was saying.
That's interesting. Hey,
Hey, real
listen,
quick.
man. I've got.
Hey, but we're gonna wrap it up and like everybody, let's get one last hot take. Everybody give it one last good take. I know the draft is on. Everybody want to see their team draft.
Hey,
We will continue this. I think the Draymond
hey,
and Rodman conversation is a segment in itself. Honestly, it's getting to that.
I've got to run right now, but
Yes, sir.
I want to say thank you, Courtney.
Yeah,
man,
hey,
this is
same here. It
awesome,
was nice
and it's
talking
great
to
to
y'all,
see
bro.
all you guys, man. So much love for all you guys, man. Okay, I'll talk to you later, man.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Derek. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
We
All right,
appreciate it.
Coach.
Much
All
love.
right, Coach.
Hey, appreciate
Thank you.
y'all.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right, we're gonna get up here. We're gonna wrap it up, y'all. Hey, anybody got in closing? Does anybody have anything they want to wrap us up with? It's all
Yeah,
good.
real quick. Best player in the draft by most people's standards. Jeremiah Love just got picked by the Arizona Cardinals.
Hold on. Let me check.
There was debating about
that.
Okay.
And I just want to know how y'all feel about that real quick.
Yeah. That is a reach.
Who's the quarterback? Who's the quarterback in Arizona?
Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah,
I
think
feel
that
like
is a
you
reach.
could have traded down and got more value.
Yeah.
Running back.
Yeah,
I feel like you don't draft running back at 3 unless that's the piece away that you are. You can get a good running back in the second round. You get a good running back next year.
Yes, unless you're a Ricky Williams or a what's the other right? Ricky Williams, Saquon Barkley, Marshall Faulk, like those guys you get, but Love, I hope it don't backfire on them. And they may be in rebuild mode. Maybe they got rid of the quarterback, Kyler Murray, and I don't know. But
they need
I do
some
want
help. What Harrison Jr. needs help on the receiving end. He can't be that all be all receiver. He has all the attributes needed to be that, but he hasn't shown it yet. He has too many drops. He's inconsistent. I think the second year will prove if he was really worth that number 1 draft he got last
Jeremiah
year.
Love can help catch out the backfield as well.
Yeah, I think some of Harrison's growth was stifled because of Kyler Murray's issues. I think he has some. I just don't think that pairing was really good, in my opinion. So hopefully he can have a breakout season if they get a quarterback that actually can pass with accuracy in the pocket. Like Kyler Murray had to roll out of the pocket
that's what he was. That's why they kept Kyler on the pitch, because Brissett proved that he could do it.
Like they needed somebody to pass out of the. Kyler had to pass. He had to roll out every time.
Like the tide had turned and he deserved to be top 5 or was going to be.
But I hear somebody's TV. That might be yours, Lamar. I don't know. But we're gonna wrap it up. Hey, I do want to say this. LA Rams.
The Hawks are smacking the Knicks around.
LA Rams. That's my team. And everybody know where the Super Bowl is at this year, right? It's in LA. It's at our home. Do y'all know the last time we won a Super Bowl in 2022? Where was it at? SoFi Stadium.
Arizona.
Y'all heard it here first. The Super Bowl is coming through LA Rams. That's all I gotta say. And I'm gonna give a sound effect for that right there. We're gonna give a sound effect right there.
Hey, real quick. When the last time y'all beat Philly?
See, you want to go there.
I'm just asking.
Yo, I like how
the last 3 years. Y'all have been out tripping like the last 3 years, Adrian.
Man, Philly done.
I don't want to. Yeah. Hey, look, AJ Brown is going. Hey, let's talk about that real quick. Philly. Well, okay, all right. AJ Brown leaves. Is Smith? Is he a number 1 receiver? What y'all doing?
All right. So first off, I think if anybody thinks that Smith isn't a number 1 receiver, we haven't been watching football from the college days to right now.
He's a man child in college.
Obviously a number 1 receiver. Obviously, he's not the greatest run after
Titans picked up Carnell
getting
Tate.
open, catching the football. He's a great. He'll be a top 10 number 1. People will see next year. Getting rid of AJ Brown, I think it's about that time.
Okay.
I think it's more of a chemistry thing. I think AJ Brown is definitely still a top 5 receiver, but at this point, the noise kind of outweighs in a negative way the production to what moving on can be. So I just think us moving on, it offers more excitement for what the offense is going to look like, more change, and I think whatever we get back for AJ Brown, it's going to be a good amount. So I think it's a good thing at this point. Darnell
Carnell Tate went to the Titans.
Oh man, they're rolling. They're rolling. Fellas, it's been real. It's been great. We got to do this again. Gavin, Adriel, we got to do this again. This was so fun. And this was just first one. Like, we were just unscripted. We came on here. We got it in. We had some good crowd participation. The Instagram went out after an hour. So everybody had, it just went out. I don't know what after an hour it goes out. But we'll figure it out. But we got to do this again. We'll connect offline, fellas.
Yeah, like the way it is.
Thank you so much. Y'all be real, and we'll talk soon. All right, fellas.
Appreciate you.
Our brother's keeper. Let's ride.
Peace.
Let's ride.